Good day, dear students. Today we'll be looking at application of percentages. We all know that percentages can be applied in solving many mathematical problems. Today I will single out one of them, which is called commission. So today we'll be looking at how to apply percentages to solve questions on commission. And before that, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ram School Obuasi, and click on the bell there so that anytime we put in a video, you get the notification and learn. Alright. So before that, you must know what is meant by commission. When we say commission, let's take this scenario so that we get an understanding before we start solving some examples. Let's say Madam Evelyn owns a shop. Madam Evelyn. She's owning a very big shop. Then she has employed a girl to be at the shop for her, making sales or selling the items for her. So, assume Madam Evelyn employs Erica. Erica is now the shopkeeper. So every time that Erica sells things, she goes to Madam Evelyn and gives all the money to her. At the end of the month, Madam Evelyn pays Erica. So let's assume Madam Evelyn and Erica went into an agreement that at the end of every month, she is going to pay Erica an amount of 200 Ghana cedis. At the end of the month, that is her salary for the month, 200 Ghana cedis. Erica goes to the shop every day. She doesn't sell things properly. She becomes lazy because she knows that at the end of the month, she's going to get an amount of 200 cedis. So Erica is not putting in much effort in order to bring out more money for Madam Evelyn. So Madam Evelyn decides that Erica, from now onwards, any amount of money that you bring to me at the end of the month, I'm going to give you a commission. So when we say commission, commission is an amount of money. An amount of money that will be given to Erica based on what she will sell for the whole month. So assuming the whole month, Erica made a sale. Let's look at what we call total sale. The total sales is the amount of money that Erica will give to Madam Evelyn at the end of the month. So at the end of the whole month, Erica gave Madam Evelyn an amount of 5,000 Ghana cedis as the sales that was made. So Madam Evelyn is going to give her a percentage of this total amount aside the salary. So Madam Evelyn can decide to give Erica a commission of, let's say, 5% on every goods that she sells. So this 5% here is the commission that will be given to Erica based on the amount that she has sold aside the salary. So if I want to know Erica's commission, what I will do is that I'm going to multiply the 5% by the total. So 5% of the total amount, which is 5,000 Ghana cedis. So we shall get 5 out of 100 times 5,000 Ghana cedis. So if we simplify this, we get 250 Ghana cedis. So this 250 Ghana cedi here is the commission that Erica is going to earn for selling goods worth 5,000 Ghana cedis. So in this commission, it means that the more you sell, the more you get an amount of money. So if you sell more, your commission is going to increase. The more you sell, the more your commission increases. Assuming Erica was able to sell 2,000 Ghana cedis. Let's see her commission. They say 5%. Let's see what she's going to get. So assuming she sold goods worth 2,000 Ghana cedis, her commission will be 5 out of 100 times 2,000 Ghana cedis. If we simplify this, these two zeros cancels out. 5 times 20, so we get 100 Ghana cedis. So have you seen? The 100 Ghana cedi is her commission for selling 2,000. But when she sold 5,000 Ghana cedis, her commission was 250 Ghana cedis. So the more she sells, the more she gets a commission. So this commission here is going to encourage Erica to sell more When she goes to the supermarket, she will not be lazy again because she knows that anytime that she sells more, she's going to get 5%. So this is how I can explain commission to you. So let me wrap up with the key things here. So in commission, you must know what we call total sale. Total sale. You must know what we call the commission. You must know what we call rate of commission. I'll explain all this so that you get an understanding of it. Now, when we say the total sale here refers to the total amount of goods that the sales girl is going to sell. So here our sales girl is Erica. The total amount of money that Erica is going to get from selling at the shop is what we call the total sales. The commission here is the amount of money that Erica will receive when she's able to sell that weight of goods. Now let's look at the rate of commission. The rate of commission here refers to the percentage that was given to her. So in the scenario, the 5% that I said was the rate of commission. So always, the rate of commission will be multiplied by the total sale in order to get the commission. So in short, to find a person's commission, you are going to multiply, let me make the rate of commission ROC. So we are going to multiply the rate of commission, which is normally given in the form of a percentage. So the rate of commission will be given in the form of percentage. So the rate of commission times the total sales. So assuming the rate of commission is X%, then I'll multiply the X% by total sales. And X% means X out of 100. So basically this is how it implies. Commission is equal to rate of commission times total sales. The rate of commission will be given to you in the form of percentage. And the total sale refers to the amount that the person was able to sell. So if you multiply the rate of commission by the total sales, you get your commission. So at the end of the month, Erica will get her salary, at the same time gets her commission. Okay. Now let's take an example so that you see how we calculate for commission. Frank is giving 10% commission on goods that he sells. If he sells goods worth 750 Ghana cedis, calculate his commission. So there's a question. The 10% here, as you all know, it refers to the rate of commission. Frank is giving 10% commission. So this 10% here refers to the rate of commission on goods that he sells. So if he sells goods worth 750 Ghana cedis, so this amount given here is the total sales. So now, how can we calculate for the commission? So as I told you earlier, to find the commission, you are going to multiply the rate of commission. So commission is equal to rate of commission times total sales. So our rate of commission is 10%. So you multiply 10% by the total amount, which is 750 Ghana cedis. So you evaluate 10 out of 100 times 750 Ghana cedis. So this 0 cancels out, this 02 cancels out. So we are getting 75 Ghana cedis. So therefore, Frank shall receive a commission of 75 Ghana cedis. All right. So we are going to solve a different type of question in which you'll be given the commission, as well as the rate of commission. Then you shall find the total sales. So let's see how that kind of question is going to be. All right. I'm using this same question, but I'm framing it in a different way. So pay attention here. Frank receives a commission of 10% on goods that he sells. How much must he sell to receive a commission of 75 Ghana cedis? There's the question. Frank receives a commission of 10% on goods that he sells. How much must he sell to receive a commission of 75 Ghana cedis? So from this question, we can see that the 10% here is the rate of commission. And this 75 Ghana cedi is the actual commission that he received. So the question is, how much must he sell? So what do you think we are finding? They want us to find the total sale, because the total sale represents the amount that he must sell in order to receive that commission. So based on this question, we know our rate of commission to be 10%. Then we know the actual commission. The commission is equal to 75 Ghana cedis. So how much must he sell? We don't know. That's our total sale. So total sales, let's represent it by X. So we are assuming that X here is the amount that he must sell in order to receive this commission. So what you are going to do is that you just write your formula for commission and do your substitutions. So let's see. Commission equal to rate of commission times total sales. So the commission we know already to be 75. So 75 equal to rate of commission is 10%. So 10 out of 100 times the X. Then we evaluate this. So we can reduce this fraction here. Or better still, we can multiply the 10 by the X. So we shall get, let's come here. So we shall get 75 equal to 10 by X. We get 10X out of 100. Then we cross multiply. So we get 75 times 100 equals 10x. So we get 7,500 equal to 10x. So upon dividing both sides by 10, zero cancels out. So we are getting x to be equal to 750. So that x there represents the total sales. So we can say, therefore, he must sell 750 Ghana cedis in order to receive a commission of 75 Ghana cedis. So the 750 here is the total sales. If you remember the first question that we saw, the total sale was 750. So dear students, this is how you are going to calculate for the total sales. Just put down your formula and do the necessary substitutions. You know your commission, you know the rate of commission. So times the total sale represented by a variable and solve for that variable. Now take notes, the rate of commission can also be in the form of a fraction percent. That means they can give you any common fraction at all. So questions like that, we need to know how to go by it. Let me clean this whole side, and let's take that last example. Amma receives a commission of 20%, 12.5%, yeah, on her total sales. Made in a month. If the total sale for the month is 300 Ghana cedis, find her commission. So looking at this question, we could see that the 12.5% here is the rate of commission. So we are going to use it to calculate for her actual commission. So let's see how we are going to evaluate. Our rate of commission is 12.5%. Just change the mixed fraction here to an improper fraction. So we get 25 out of 2%. This is the rate of commission. Therefore, our formula for commission, as we all know, commission is equal to the rate. So the rate of commission here is 25 out of 2%. 25 out of 2% times the total sale, which is 300 Ghana cedis. Please don't ignore the percentage. The moment you ignore the percentage, you'll be wrong. Don't go and write 25 out of 2 times 300. You get a different value altogether. So 25 out of 2% means 25 out of 2 out of 100. So you are going to divide the 25 out of 2 here by 100. So let's look at it. Therefore, we are getting 25. So you can make it 25 out of 2, all out of 100. You can make it like this. Times our 300 Ghana cedis. So based on how you understand it, you just evaluate it. Someone can make it in the form of division. You can make it 25 out of 2 divided by 100. Maybe for the ease of calculations, it's also correct. 25 out of 2 divided by 100 times 300 Ghana cedis. So let's resort to this method so that 25 out of 2, so we make it times, we find the reciprocal, as we all know, 1 out of 100 times our 300 Ghana cedis. Take note of this example very, very well. When you have a mixed fraction percent, so we shall divide to get 2 zeros here. We'll take care of these 2 zeros. So we are getting 25 out of 2 times, we have 3 cedis, 3 Ghana cedis. So you multiply 25 by 3, we get 75 Ghana cedis out of 2. Then we evaluate, leaving it in 2 decimal places. So we shall get 37.50 Ghana cedis. So we are getting 37 cedis, 50 pesos. So this is a commission. We have other methods by which we can evaluate or solve for commission by applying the idea of proportion. In our next lesson, we will look at how to apply proportion in solving commission. That one, we are not going to make use of any formula, but we are going to apply proportion. So in proportion, you are going to look at the percentage aspect of it. The commission will be equivalent to the rate of commission in that lesson. So watch out for it. The commission, that will be, so assuming this 37.50 Ghana cedi here is the commission. By proportion, this commission here is equivalent to the 12.5%. And the total sale is always equivalent to 100%. That one will be our next lesson about this same topic. So let's take this assignment, just try it, and just reach out to me for your marks. Alright, so let's take a quick assignment here. Eunice earns an amount of 150 Ghana cedis as her salary per month. Full stop. In addition to this, she is given a commission of 5% on all that she sells. Full stop. If she sells goods worth 450 Ghana cedis, comma, calculate A, her commission, and B, calculate the amount she earns all together. So take note of this question very, very well. Know what this 150 Ghana cedi mean, and know what the 450 Ghana cedis mean. Don't get confused. The 150 Ghana cedi here is her salary per month, and the 450 Ghana cedi here is the total amount. So just solve these questions here to see how best you can. So thank you very, very much, and watch out for the next lesson.